What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. NFL Talk with Jay and Five Star, man. Y'all know he coming through, bringing the college football as well, man. We just going live. Both of us on the road. Obviously, we gotta, you know what I'm saying. We got stuff we gotta do, but we still trying to bring y'all the show, bring y'all some picks, man. Try to put some money in y'all pockets. So hopefully y'all appreciate it, man. Y'all hit the like button one time for the one time, and let's get this cash, man. Five, what's up with you, my brother? Everything cool with you?
What's up, Jay? I'm glad you made it safely on your voyage, man. You see I'm out here ripping and running, man. We starting at a different time. Guys, me and Jay Bunny got a lot going on, but we love you guys so much and want to see everybody win. It's us against the bookies. It's us versus the machine. So we here right now for you guys, man. Y'all hit that like right now for my guy Jay Money, man.
No, that's a fact, man. Hit that like, man. So, like he say, we come on this show no matter what, like no matter what time we put it together, last minute, all that. We doing it for you guys. If y'all can't hit the like button one time for the one time, man. But let's go ahead and get into it because we do have a big football game tonight. It's Thursday night football. It's only one game on. We know everybody looking to bet it, so let's get straight to it in this one, man. Let's go over here to the streets of New York City in this one, man. We got the Jets laying 6 points at the house versus the Patriots in this one. Patriots obviously started out looking a lot better than a lot of people thought. Five Star, what you liking in this Thursday night football game, my brother?
You know I do it for the underground and the underdog, so we're going to be on them dogs, man. I love that key number 6, baby. We're going to go with the Patriots. We know one thing about Gerard Mayo. He's been there the entire time the Patriots have dominated the Jets over the past 10 years. In the last 10 matchups that the Patriots and Jets have met each other, man, the Pats are 9-1. They lost the last one last year at the end of the season because they were kind of like tuck and tail. It was over for Belichick regime. He was passing on to Gerard Mayo. But one thing that has stayed the same about the Patriots, Jay, is intelligence. They're one of the most cerebral teams you're going to find. Their players are going to be ready. They're going to know what to do when they come out there. Gerard Mayo and Brian Flores, I say, are probably Bill Belichick's most favorite students. He gave them all the game. So they're going to be ready tonight, man. And as we've seen lately, the Jets are all hype. We know what it is. It's New York media, New York press. Aaron Rodgers is my guy. I got love for him. Like I said, I met him before, and he was a really kind soul. But we know he's on the back end of his career. Now he's just kind of like collecting the check at Green Bay. If you watch my show, The Wager World, I told people that when Jordan Love became the quarterback at Green Bay, they would be a much more, better team on the field strictly because Jordan Love's going to listen to Matt LaFleur. We're dealing with Aaron Rodgers, a guy who been in the league almost 20 years. He thinks he knows what he's doing. That's fine. But the problem is his OC. Nathaniel Hackett, bro, is right there running vanilla stuff. You can tell everything that the Jets are doing when they come to line. They're old school, man. They're going to line up in the I formation. They're going to run one motion out the tight end, and they're going to run a dive play first and second down. Third down, they're going to expect him to make a throw. That's not going to work against this Patriots defense. The Patriots are one of the top 3 teams in the league against the run. So I expect them to shut down Breece Hall, and they're going to put it on, Aaron Rodgers' right hand. And the problem about that is they can't protect them. They're going to come with those exotic blitzes. And I think that Gerard Mayo had those boys ready to play tonight. Jacoby Brissett is one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the league. We on the Patriots, not only because of the tradition that they have of beating the Jets. When they look across the field, they see the green and white, and they think we're going to get a dub. And so we're going to roll with that confidence. And we also just rolling with a better staff. Gerard Mayo and them boys, they have them ready to play. They have the right schematics in place. They have the right type of plays in place to be successful. Whereas the Jets, we kind of know we're going to get Robert Saleh. We don't know if he's a good coach yet. And we know Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator for the Jets, cannot be trusted. So pretty much whatever A-Rod calls is what they're going to be running. I like Gerard Mayo versus A-Rod when it comes to, calling some plays. So we're going with the Patriots. J Money, we're going with Patriots first half +3, and we're going with the Patriots for the game +6, and money line for the game +240. I think they go to New York and get it done.
Damn, yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little surprised that you think they win outright. I could maybe even see taking the points, but I don't know. I mean, you know more about football than me. I'm staying off this one. Obviously, the Patriots have looked a lot better than they were supposed to look. I believe their over and under win total is like at 4.5. And they already beat the Bengals in week 1 over there, and damn near beat the Seahawks. I was on the Seahawks last week, 5-star, and shit. Seahawks had to come back just to get that push, -3 in that way, man. So.
I was with you on that one. I was with you
Yeah.
on that one as well. Seahawks have a really good coach, Mike McDonald. He had them ready to play, but bro, people are sleeping on the Patriots. What they're not
Mm-hmm.
understanding is they think the
I'm
Patriots
sleeping on
are
them too.
sorry. They think the Patriots are sorry, but they're not sorry. They're still all pros. And the main thing is they still have a system in place. This is Bill Belichick's whole strategy, his whole playbook that he runs, but now with a younger voice and a cooler voice telling them. So now they're
Yeah,
listening. They're more homeboys with Gerard Mayo, but nothing's changed to reboot wise as far as with the Patriots. They're still one of the smartest teams, and they have their teams, have their players, the most prepared to be successful. The Jets, man, you can't trust the three stooges over there, man, on the sidelines, man. This stuff is about what kind of coordinators you got, what kind of plays are you coming out with. And as I said, the Patriots are really stiff against the run. Go do the numbers, Jay. The Jets are all hyped. Their defense isn't good this year, bro. They're running.
yeah.
49ers could have ran for 400
49ers,
on them,
yeah.
bro. They
Yeah,
could have
the
run
Niners
for 400.
ran all over them boys.
And New
Yeah,
England is too. New England is very smart. They're going to run the right place. But as I was saying, people thinking the Patriots are just throwing this year away. They already got their quarterback, Jay. Drake May's
yeah,
in the building. So now they're trying to win. It doesn't matter about, like we need a high draft pick to get a quarterback. He's in the building already. They're trying
yeah.
to build a foundation. Gerard Mayo isn't trying to lose, bro. He's trying to win. So I like the Patriots a lot tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna talk you off. Like I said, you know more football than me. When I was looking at the game as Jets are nothing for me, I didn't really want to lay that 6 with them. I could see this being a close game, but I will be surprised if the Jets lose this one. But like you say, I mean, the Patriots, they playing a whole lot better than everybody think. If they can run the ball, that's their path to success, right there, man.
That's
So,
why I love talking
what?
it out with you, Jay, because I
Thanks.
know that you're an NBA guy, right? So with you
Yeah,
being an NBA guy, you look at football the way that most people who view football look at it. You're
yeah,
thinking about names, you're thinking about the playmakers. It's
yeah,
bigger than that. It's about the coaches,
yeah.
it's about the trenches. That's how I, handicap these games. And the Patriots have a huge advantage on both of those with coaching and in the trenches.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna see what's up, man. We see what happened because I know there's a lot of people liking them Jets this year. Thinking, I even saw people thinking them boys can get to the Super Bowl. I'm like, I don't know about all that shit, but they are in a bounce back year. And just the way I look at the Patriots, I feel like they dominated for so long. I do think they're due for some down years, man. But I can't wait to watch this game. I'm about to go hit this. They got this Hard Rock Casino out here in Cincinnati, man. I'm about to go have some drinks, man. Watch this game and shit. I don't have any action on it, so I hope you win. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But just the way that I was looking at it, I was leaning towards the Jets. But let's talk some college here. Or do you want to stay with NFL? Because I had a few games.
And then I give them the official plays on the college football after the NFL. Since we're already talking NFL, any questions that you want to shoot by me, guys? This is not an official play. This is me and Jay Money talking it out. My official play on the NFL is the Patriots +6 and the Patriots +3.5 first half.
Bet. That sounds like a plan right there. I want to ask you about that Texans game, bro, because I know you follow the Texans real close. We know that last year CJ Stroud wasn't the best, like as a road favorite. Now they heading versus the Vikings, another surprise team, opening up 2-0. What do you think is going to happen? I know that Justin Jefferson kind of hurt his squad. Looks like he's probably going to play. Sam Darnold's looked a lot better than they might have their quarterback already over there. The Vikings looking nice, bro. But we know that both teams meeting up 2-0. Who you think get the job done? Do you think your Texans might be able to come out here with a win, or you think they're going to get their first loss of the season?
I'm watching this one as a fan, Jay Money. This is going to be a really good game. This is two guys, two coaches and two coaching staffs that I really respect, man. You got for the Texans, you already know the type of job DeMeco Ryans does, not only being the CEO of that team, but also as the DC. He calls a great defense. He's one of the more innovative defensive coordinators in the league. And then you got on the offensive side of the ball, the Slowick. Bobby Slowick probably be a coach next year. He'll probably be a head coach for somebody. He's that type of, good offensive play caller. Then on the other side, you got Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell's a hell of a play caller. He's done everything in the NFL you want to name, from being a backup quarterback, and people who follow the wager world know how big I am about backup quarterbacks in the NFL becoming coaches. I really respect them a lot because they see it from a perspective different than most people. They're able to get in the offensive room, get the information, and also hit the practice field and see how the quarterbacks are looking, so they know the mechanics aspect, and then they also play the game. They're going to the game and see them, with the live bullet. So I really like backup quarterbacks as head coach. So I got a lot of love for Kevin O'Connell. He's a backup quarterback. He even was a broadcaster. He called games before, And now he went from working in the front office to being a coach. Super smart guy. If anybody could save Sam Darnold, I knew it was going to be him because he's going to get back to the basics with him.
Yeah.
He's one of the best offensive quarterback gurus in the league. He teaches really well to quarterbacks about how to use their foundation, their legs when it comes to playing quarterback. And you're seeing a lot more accuracy from Sam Darnold due to that. He used to air, a lot of balls to be high because of his bad form and stuff, his bad, just fundamentals. So Kevin O'Connell can coach his ass off. We know that. And then you got on defense Brian Flores. Brian Flores is a head coach. We know that.
Thanks.
Like, he should have never been fired from Miami. I like Mike McDaniel a lot, but Tua got him out of there because he was too tough on Tua, but he was probably telling the truth, So Brian Flores is a pupil of Belichick. If you're a pupil of Belichick and he loves you like he loves Brian Flores, he gave y'all a secret. So we're dealing with two really good staffs. Now we get to the players. Can C.J. Stroud take it to another level? He had such a good rookie season. The first two games of the year, he hasn't really performed at the level that he can. But he's facing a difficult defense. Man, last week, Brock Purdy had to tell Brian Flores after the game, man, you got a hell of a scheme. He's never seen the type of defense that he faced with them, and he confused the hell out of them. So how does Stroud handle the chess match against Brian Flores? How does Darnold, who's a turnover machine, handle the chess match with DeMeco Ryans? Because the Texans look like the most physical defense in the league right now. So this what I'm going to just enjoy as a fan, Jay. It could go either way, man. That's why the line's so perfect. It's only 2.5. It's perfect. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win by a point or two. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota wins by a field goal. So it can go either way. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it. But you guys when you watch that game, you're going to see two of the best, and deeps on the same staff in the league, and two of the best coach staffs in the league. So enjoy that one.
Yeah, no, that's a fact there. One more game I want to ask you about, since we're talking about who fired Brian Flores. We got the Dolphins going up against Seattle in this one. Obviously, Seahawks coming off an overtime win versus the Patriots. You got the Dolphins. You got that old. You remember how it used to be 5-star when the starting quarterback go out, then you want to fade that team. Not anymore. Not in the new age NFL. It's like that in the NBA too. It's like where the star players out, you want to take that team. This line was at 6.5, 6. It's down to 4.5. The professionals are all over the Dolphins in this game. They did hop on them plus 6.5, but it's down to 4.5 in Seattle. Do you think that Skylar Thompson and the boys can rally around Tua? Obviously, he's going to be out for a little while. He may not come back, even though he say he come back. I don't think he should. Remember, we was watching that game. We don't think Tua. We think he needs to retire, but that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, but do you think that injured quarterback theory going to come through here with the Dolphins? You think they could mess around and cover this spread versus the Seahawks?
No, I think Seattle handles them pretty handedly. I think that Thompson isn't the answer for the Dolphins. I've seen him play a lot of football, and the thing about him is he doesn't have the pulse to be the starting quarterback, man. He doesn't handle pressure well, and he doesn't perform well on big downs either. We know that Mike McDaniel is a hell of a quarterback guru. He's going to have him, ready to play as much as he can with the talent that he has. You know what I mean? So I don't think that he's able to hit Cheetah when he makes the move that gets him open 45 yards down the field. I think that he misses him. So I'm not trusting the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to have a tough season. I think that it's hard to get over a loss like Tua and seeing him twisting his fingers up again and all that stuff. It's kind of like a nightmare. It's kind of like a major cloud over your locker room because Tua's such a good guy, such a nice fella. And they were, banking all their hopes offensively on him. He's the captain of that team. So I don't think that they respond well. It'll be different if Thompson was one of those quarterbacks that was a backup that I had faith in. I don't have any faith in him at all, even with the great play calling of Mike McDaniel. I think that the Seattle Seahawks played their best game this year. If you notice, they haven't really played well this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're 2-0, but they struggled in both the games. I think that this is the game that they may kind of let loose. Is Walker going to be okay? Kenneth Walker, is he playing this game?
It's looking like he's doubtful right now. It's not all the way. It's still up in the air. Let's put it like that. But people I'm listening to, they thinking that he's closer to doubtful than to playing. I know that's huge because if they don't have a run game, it might be a little different.
Yeah, because now you're out there relying on Geno, and Geno isn't bad, but he isn't special either. He's a career backup, for a
Yeah,
reason. And when you dealing with Kenneth Walker, he's the juice to that offense, bro. He's what makes that offense go. He's the one that opens up everything with his ability to make plays out the backfield, not only running the ball but also in the pass game. So
yeah,
I'll hold off on making an official play on that because I feel like Kenneth Walker is really important to the offense because Charbonnet can only do so much. He's more of a downhill runner. He's not as elusive as Walker is out in the flats and stuff like that, and on running angle and Texas routes. So, like I said, I like Seattle just off the top of my head, but it's very important to me on whether Kenneth Walker plays, on whether I lay the points or not. But for sure, money line, I think Seattle definitely wins money line.
bet. Okay. And just one more game I want to ask you about. This is one that I don't really suggest anybody betting because we don't know what's going to happen. But you got the Baltimore Ravens that started off the season 0-2, coming off a game where they lost to the Raiders. They were up 23-13, I believe, in the fourth quarter, ended up losing that game outright. Then you got the Cowboys. I have a rule that I don't bet against teams that just got smacked. And the Cowboys just got this back-to-back home games as well. They just got smoked at the house by the Saints. We know I might have to ask you about the Saints too because I know that's your team. Maybe we'll do that one next. But this is a really tough game, bro. Ravens, Cowboys. Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose, obviously, unless they end in a tie. What do you think happens with this game? Because I feel like a lot of people are probably scratching their head about this one.
A lot of people on the Ravens. I think that if I bet this game, I'm betting the Cowboys just because what you said. They got embarrassed last week. I think that Mike Zimmer is too good of a coach, to have that defense looking like that the next week. I think that Micah Parsons can actually be a spy on Lamar Jackson. He's one of the few guys that I think can maybe slow him down and is smart enough to play a little chess with him and confuse him. Because we know one thing about Lamar. Lamar isn't the best passer, man. I hate to put that type of, jacket on him, but the facts is the facts. The film don't lie, bro. He's not a good passer over 15 yards on. He can throw good deep balls, but as far as beating the defense and throwing those 20-yard ends and those 10-yard ends and those 15-yard, dig routes and things like that make the NFL go, he has issues with trusting himself. He throws the ball late. He doesn't throw the people open. He still doesn't. He waits to see if people are open before he lets go of the ball. So to beat the Cowboys, he's going to have a great game, with his legs. And I don't think the Cowboys are going to let him do that. One thing to watch for in this game, though, is that the Ravens do lead the league in yards. Even though they haven't scored a lot of points, they have moved the ball. So this might be an over game because I know if the Cowboys win, they're going to have to score some points with their offense. It might end up being more of a shootout than people think. But I do think we get the best version of the Cowboys this week. I think that Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott are better than people think. They're kind of laughing stock to a lot of folks, but on them getting embarrassed, coming off a week getting embarrassed by the Saints, who they've always considered like a little brother in that area of the world, kind of like the down south. The Cowboys are supposed to run Texas, Louisiana fan base. They got embarrassed by the Saints. That was embarrassing. Did whatever they want to do to them. And I just think that they're going to come to play this week. A lot of people say that the fact that the Ravens are desperate, they're going to have to win. So I can understand that side as well. But I know the Ravens better be careful, J Money, because they might start 0-5. They could start 0-5 with the.
No, that's a fact. I looked at their schedule. I say, shit, boy, if they got some tough games coming up. I was talking with a Ravens fan last night at the casino about it, and he was telling me the same thing, that they could mess around and start 0-5. And he a big fan. And he said, man, look, if we don't win this one, season might down there be over already, man. So that's crazy right there. But
you got a good schedule on the NFL. Like you said, the goals, I know you want to talk to Saints and the Eagles.
Yeah. I just wanted. That was a good segue though to go to that say because the Saints been balling, bro. I mean, shit, what they put up 93 points in the first couple weeks, like they look absolutely unstoppable. That's why we can't really listen to like what talking heads say because they think all these teams gonna be bad and shit. And then they come out, they 2-0. You know what I'm saying? And then when they smack the Cowboys, at 6-point underdogs, did whatever, like you said, did whatever they wanted to. Said they're playing with confidence. They're at the house. You got the Eagles coming off a game where they absolutely just gave away. Like I'm talking about. went to go take the trash out. This was on the last drive. I went to go take the trash out, come back. They already, the Falcons already like at the 10-yard line, bro. I'm talking about 3 plays. So first off, what's going on with the Eagles? And do you think the Saints can sustain this unstoppable offense?
I think what's going on with the Eagles is Nick Sirianni is a frat boy. I don't think that Nick Sirianni is the proper coach for them. Bro, look, you watched the game. You bet the Eagles. I had the Falcons. So we both watching the game. You saw that after C.J. Gardner-Johnson made that great play to stop them on that 4th and 1, and it seemed like the Eagles had the game on lock. He did some dumb shit. Took his helmet off, threw it on the ground, ran down the field, but he got away with it, right? Refs allowed him to get away with it. That's one of the reasons he's not in New Orleans right now with the Saints. He was a good player, but he's just too emotional. And, some coaches and some franchises don't like that mess. So he did that. Instead of Nick Sirianni waiting for him to get to the sidelines, being calm, pulling him to the side and saying, hey, good play, young man. You saved this right there, but, hey, what you did with that helmet, you got to think about it. It's not about you, man. It's about the team. Instead, he's running down the sidelines with him.
Yeah.
So you can't anytime you letting the patients run the asylum, it's a situation that I can't trust. You know what I mean? Like, there's no respect for Nick Sirianni. You think that Jalen Hurts gives a damn about Nick Sirianni and his opinion? Like, let's be for real. What happened is Nick Sirianni made some great hires his first year there. And as you see from the success that the Cardinals are having with their coach Gannon, who coached the defense for the Eagles, and from the success that Shane Steichen had last year with the Colts, he's still dealing with Anthony Richardson, who hasn't had enough snaps to be a good quarterback. But we know that Shane Steichen can coach. The Eagles had good coordinators, and they were doing all the work. And Sirianni was kind of just like, looking over things and being the GM. Now let's see if he made the right hires. They lost the Falcons game for the very reason that you said. They got an old school coach. You got Vic Fangio out there running that 1988 prevent defense. Falcons getting 25 yards a play, running just simple out routes. That's how they running 20 yards and straight to the flag and easy route, nobody there. So they're going to be dealing with that all season long. I don't think the Eagles are going to have a good year because, in my opinion, one of the guys that they could not lose was AJ. That's like one of the guys that they could not lose. He's so impactful for their wins. He's one of the top win-loss guys at receiver in the league because Jalen Hurts, let's just be real about him. He's not really this great of a passer. Yeah, he makes some throws sometimes, but consistently he doesn't make things look easy at quarterback. And AJ makes up for a lot of that by being able to take a 10-yard hitch or take a 5-yard out and take him to the house. Now you're dealing with the kid Smith who can play, but he's undersized. He's ready to have an injury at any moment, anytime he gets touched. He's too dumb. He's always been too small. He's a hell of a player when he's healthy, but how can he last the whole season? And boy, if they get to them backup receivers for the Eagles, Lord, it's over for them. They might 6-7 games this year. Barkley's a really good player, but that game that you lost, like you said, Sirianni he's a frat boy, as I said. What sense did that make? Did you lay the points? You laid the points with the Eagles, right?
No, I didn't bet that game.
Oh, you didn't bet? Okay.
No, I didn't bet the game.
Okay, so if you was watching the game, seeing him come right back down the field.
If Barkley caught that pass and went for a touchdown, we'd be having a whole different conversation.
But why do you even run that play right there with no timeouts left on the other side?
I don't think it was the play. I don't think that was the problem, bro. Like I say, unfortunately, he dropped it. But if he catches it, that's a touchdown, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you,
he was wide open.
I'm gonna tell you something that the old school coach told me that he said he learned, I think, from Bear Bryant when I was playing high school football. He said that when you throw the ball, it's 3 bad things can happen. You could drop it, incompletion, interception. When you run the ball, only 2 bad things can happen.
Thanks. Yeah.
They've been running the ball the whole game effectively. They only needed 2 yards. You don't tell them they could have tush pushed twice and got the first down and did.
I hate that shit. I hate that tush push.
It's effective as hell. They only needed the yard to have. And you run a play action pass to Saquon Barkley. Like, what the hell are you doing, man? But he was trying to, cover the points and trying to shine, doing too much. All he had to
definitely trying to cover.
He was doing too much. He was doing too much, and it came back And now you got double karma on your ass because one, you shouldn't have called that pass play because you know as a football coach, as a professional, it's the clock is your friend in this point of the game. So you
Facts.
want to run the ball to keep the clock going. They don't have any timeouts left. Second, you sit up there and congratulated CJ Gardner-Johnson for doing some of the dumbest shit we ever seen on the football field and taking off his helmet. You running
Yeah.
down the sidelines with him and encouraging that mess instead of saying, hey, man, this is what you're supposed to do. Because they really supposed to, the Falcons supposed to got a first down right there and been in Eagles.
Facts,
You know,
yeah. I thought he took his helmet off too, man.
he definitely took that off. And knowing him,
I thought so too,
bro. He did. He most, but they be clowning him. Jay Money, you ain't see the meme they be doing with Kobe sitting in the sky.
I didn't see it. I actually hadn't been on Twitter at all, bro. I wasn't on there even a little bit.
Smart man, but I see a meme, bro. So Gardner Johnson changed his number to number 8 for Kobe. You know, this is second stint. He was with New Orleans, with the Philly. Every place they get tired of his shit. So he went to Detroit, and now he's back with Philly. And he got number 8, changed his number for Kobe. And boy, every time he get done in the open field, when somebody shake him and make him look bad, they throw a meme up with Kobe sitting in the sky looking down at that
Damn, no, I hadn't seen that, bro. I can't lie, I hadn't seen that once. I'm gonna have to go look for that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But as far as the game is concerned, if we just talk football, the Saints supposed to win this game. 1, they're at home. 2, as we said, you're missing AJ, and he's huge for that offense. That's all the pop. So now it comes down, can the Saints slow down Saquon Barkley? Can they be sharp enough to slow down that offense? Because we know it's a little gadgetry, some gadgets in that offense that the Dallas coordinator has went over there. The guy used to be the offense coordinator for Dallas. He's a little bit different than the guy they had over there last year, Brian Johnson. So I think the Saints can do it. I think that the Saints are a really good team this year, man. If Derek Carr is playing the way he's playing, doing the Michael Jackson and grabbing this junk at the crowd, got that confidence. Yeah, you got Dennis Allen going up in the locker room telling them sometimes we got to pop out and show them.
Yeah,
quoting Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kendrick. Them boys ready because the Saints have always had one of the best rosters in the league, especially defense. Yeah. Look at all the stuff they got on defense. They got players everywhere on defense, and they got 2 Hall of Famers. Really 3, because Cam Jordan definitely going to the Hall of Fame. Honey Badger, Matthew is definitely going to the Hall of Fame. Now we wonder is Davis, DeMario Davis, is he made enough All-Pros? If they get a Super Bowl, he'll definitely go. But he's that type of spokesperson, loved in the league, respected, consistent All-Pro. So they got a really good team over there. They just have been not motivated because the offense sucked so bad before. When they had they had Pete Carmichael. He was running all that Sean Payton mess. New York Giants offense from 1994. That shit ain't working. So now they got Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak may be the pickup of the season for the Saints. He will be a head coach next year. They're going to throw all types of stuff at him. With his dad, Gary Kubiak. And what's funny, bro, I remember Clint Kubiak playing high school football in Houston. I remember at St. Pius, I believe he was the quarterback. And now, show y'all quick time flies. I was going out to the club hanging back then. My homeboy son played at St. Pius with him. You know what I'm saying? He had his son in college, so he was kind of 18 years old and son. And we used to go put up on the games. And Clint Kubiak's son was the quarterback, I believe, over there. Now he in the league, and he know his stuff. He was born and raised around football. The Saints offense has not been stopped all season. They've scored on every drive.
Yeah, they going crazy, bro. They running a lot of motion and shit too. Michael Parsons said it himself, and then we've been to get to some college. Michael Parsons said it felt like he was in a maze. Like he said he didn't know what the fuck to do. And that's coming from the player. That's what I like about these players doing these podcasts. You really hear their I got to start listening to the song too, because they really tell what's really going on in their head. It's not just listen to a post-game interview. They can say whatever the hell they want on these podcasts. So I listen, and Parsons said that.
Use it. You saw what CJ Stroud told that boy at the Bears game. He told Jalen Johnson, the cornerback, man, stop going on Richard Sherman telling everybody your little secrets. You know I watched it. He said, you ain't gonna get me tonight with that. So it plays both ways from where you can kind of feel the temperature of the room with the games, and also, as you said, kind of see what's going on. But just a football play, bro, I probably play the Saints, but I probably just play them less than a field goal. Anything less than a field goal, they should win, bro. Honestly, it's going to be rocking down there. And like I said, you got a depleted Eagles team. But more importantly for the Eagles, I don't like the Eagles' defense.
Defense, Swiss cheese, boy.
Yeah, I don't like their defense.
That's where the game is for me. if the Eagles can turn, if they can try to stop all that motion that they're doing and try to figure it out, because obviously they got tape now, so they can see what the Saints been doing, but it's all on the Eagles cornerbacks and the safeties. Can they keep Derek Carr at bay and make it like a rushing type of game, man? But I just don't like how the point spread is flipped. Like, it's literally flipped the whole 6 points. It went from Eagles being -3 to now the Saints laying 3 as well. And if you wanted to bet this game Sunday night, you still could have got the Saints plus 2.5 as well. So that's why I always just try to encourage people. Like, if you really want serious about doing this and making money, a lot of these times, especially with the NFL, if there's no like major injuries or concerns like that, you can bet the game Sunday night. You see what I'm saying? Right. So if you wanted the Saints, you could have got them plus money on the money line, plus 2.5. I know people that's gotten it. So we just always trying to be smart. We always trying to make some money for the long term and teach y'all how to be better bettors for the long term. But 5-star, you that guy in college, my brother. What you got for us this week?
Man, we're going with Baby Mahomes. It's the weirdest stuff ever.
Oh, he brought it. That dude look just like him.
But this is what I try to give him grace for. You remember when we was coming up and we first seen Kobe trying to act like Jordan, everybody was talking down on him too. And then he kind of transitioned to his own guy. Hopefully this kid, can switch up. Go cut your hair or something, son. Don't be just like it, man. You got to do. You
can't be a copycat now. You got to make your own lane.
Kobe had his hair bald, but he was smart enough to wear a different number. We seen the fadeaways was the same, but this kid do everything Mahomes do. Like, he done studied his mannerisms and everything, but he's a hell of a player. He play like Mahomes too, because he really protects the ball and he completes at a high percentage. He's throwing like 73%. 74%. I ain't even take 1% from him. He's 74% completion percentage in his, short college career. He was outstanding in Georgia, and Georgia is one of those states right under us in Texas and out in Louisiana and Florida. It's one of them big dogs when it comes to high school football, and he was the guy out there. So we know he can play. Matt Rule is a hell of a coach. We know that Matt Rule really got done wrong in Carolina. He knows what he's doing. He was good at Baylor. So he's building something over there with the Cornhuskers. We know that Nebraska has always had a good tradition. In Lincoln, it's going to be tough Friday night. Illinois is pulling up Brett Bielema. He's a defensive guy as well, kind of like Matt Rule, but he isn't as exotic as Matt Rule. Matt Rule has a really, nice play calling offense. His offense is really a lot of multi-spread, a lot of different looks and things like that. Whereas in Illinois, they're trying to win, running the ball and on defense. You already know that the quarterback is Luke Altmaier. He has 6 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, but the problem is he's only had one tough game, and that's against Kansas. And you remember we faded Kansas last week against UNLV, so we know that Kansas is cool, but it's not like that. And that he didn't, score on them. He didn't put any points up on them. His defense won that game. I just think it's going to be rocking in Nebraska, man. I trust Matt Rule, and I trust Raul, and you know how these college games are, snowballs. So when that black shirts defense for Nebraska gets to turning up, they've been outstanding on defense this year, man. They get to turning up, and the Cornhuskers going to put up enough points. I think that they can definitely cover. We're going to buy down to half a point and take to -7, -120. So right now it's 7.5. I laid the 8.5 too, though. I think they win by 10 points.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I'm not going to talk you off. Yeah, I like to go with them key numbers just in case. You never know what the hell happened, man. I pay a little juice to go to that 7, man. So that's just something that I personally do in football because you never know what can happen. But if you're expecting a Smack City spot and you're not scared, then, hey, go ahead and lay that 7.5. So we like in Nebraska. This is for Friday night as well. We know it's no NFL Friday night, so everybody wants to bet the college. And this is my guy. I'm telling you, this is the guy with that college football. That's a fact, man. So what else? You had one more for us for Friday night, did you?
Yeah, San Jose State. Let's go with San Jose State Spartans plus 12 at Washington State. San Jose State is one of those programs people don't pay a lot of attention to. They sucked for so many years, but Britt Brennan came there about 5 years ago, turned the program around, but he took the job at Arizona because he couldn't turn down the money. Bigger program, more money, more facilities, big opportunities. So he left, but he left the cupboard nice over there. And he put in a foundation of guys who like to really play defense over there, man. And he left it to Coach Ken Niumatalolo. I don't know if you remember him or not, but he was the Navy coach when Navy used to dominate the Army-Navy game and when Navy was getting in bowls and stuff. He was their coach. He left the option stuff in Annapolis. He isn't running that anymore. They're running some spread. His quarterback transferred from Washington State, Emmett Brown. So he had some
Oh,
intel
okay.
on Wazoo. This is a revenge spot for him. Lived too short, 5'9", 5'10", but he's throwing that thing. He got 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, 60% of his completions. But the main thing, he has a receiver in Nick Nash that's going to play on Sundays. Nick Nash actually was the quarterback for San Jose State his sophomore year. Changes to receivers, been a hit since. One of the best receivers in that Mountain West conference. He went crazy. Week 1, he had 17 receptions, 225 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Week 2, he had 7 receptions, 90 yards, and a tutty. And then against Sacramento State last week, he had 10 receptions, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. That falls right into the wheelhouse of what we're looking for, because Washington State has given up 300 yards passing every game this season. They're ranked 127th against the pass. Also, they're 132nd ranked in completions allowed. So I think the San Jose State is going to be able to move the ball on them. And another key factor is we played Washington State, me and the clients last week, and people who watch the wagering world. We played them +6 because we knew that with them leaving, everybody leaving them, should I say, and leaving them in the Pac-12 by themselves, they were going to be really motivated to play Washington. Like, you guys sold us out, you went to the Big Ten, they get the victory. Bro, before that game was over, bro, let down. The head coach, Jay Dicker, was so happy, Jay Money. Yeah, the clock couldn't run out fast enough for him, bro. Like a minute and 30 seconds. The refs was having to tell him, look, bro, we know they don't got any timeouts left, but you got to wait on the sidelines. He was already on the field.
Ready to party. They ready to party.
He ready to party and talk shit. He happy, like, y'all went to the Big Ten on us, thought y'all was going to leave us to die in the Pac-12, just us in Oregon State, and we still beat y'all ass, so he was crunk. I'm sure they done celebrated every night this week, bro.
All week.
They was crunk for that game, so they're gonna come in on San Jose State sleeping. Like, I'm just we just need to win. We're gonna beat them. It's San Jose State, and San Jose State gonna come in the game looking to win. Like, man,
just like Washington State was last week.
Exactly. Like, this is a big game for us. We're on national TV. It's Friday night. Nobody hardly watches our games. This is our opportunity. And once again, the quarterback used to be at Washington State. He obviously wasn't good enough, in their opinion, to be their starter. They gave the job to John Mateer, and now he has a revenge angle right there. John Mateer is a really good playmaker for Washington State at quarterback. He isn't a good passer like that. He isn't, just a clean thrower where you could just say it's money if he, calls a 10 and out, it's there. Nah, he ain't like that. So he scrambles a little bit. He has some playmaking ability. They have to shut down the run. If San Jose State stops the run, it's over, because San Jose State is holding quarterbacks, Jay Money, to 48% completion percentage this season. And they're top 4 ranked against the pass in all of the major statistics. So I think that San Jose State comes to play ball, and they surprise some people in this one. In their last 10 games, they're 9-1 straight up in the Mountain West, which is a really tough conference, as you know. That's Boise State, that's UNLV, some ballers over there. And they're 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games, man. San Jose State likes to keep games close. I think that number's way too big. Give me San Jose State +12 on an official play.
I like that, man. I love it, because I was just about to say, didn't Washington State beat Washington last week? That's a huge rivalry game. Like you said, that's one thing I love about college sports. When you find those major letdown spots like that, especially when they go up against a lesser team, they're not worried about them all week. They're partying. They got, you know what I'm saying? They ain't no telling what's going down in them dorm rooms, man. So they're not worried about this football game. So it's an excellent spot right there, man. We definitely gonna ride with you. Before we get out of here, just real quick, just break us down. Recap us with your plays, my brother.
Okay, so all the official plays with me and Jay Money right here, your boy 5-star in Vegas. We're going with first half on the New England Patriots +3.5 tonight, +6 tonight on the New England Patriots. Then on Friday, we're going to go to the college field, man, and we're going to rock with Nebraska and baby Mahomes, man, with -8.5. That's what I got. But if you guys can catch the 7.5, buy down half a point, we like to get those key numbers. So we're going to go -7, -120 with Nebraska at home against Illinois on Friday night. And then also tomorrow night, we're going to be rocking with San Jose State, man. The Spartans, man, we think that 12 is too much as they visit Wazoo, Washington State, coming off a big win. We think that they can get in there and cause a little ruckus out there in Washington and Pullman.
Yeah, I like that, man. All that shit, I'm a fan of what makes sense. All that make perfect sense for me, man. Y'all shout out to my guy 5 Star, man. Go follow him on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Go follow him right now. He has his own show as well, The Wagering World, man. Go check that out. YouTube, like I say, just go check out his page, man. You can find it. As you can tell, that's why I had to have experts come on the show because I don't really know football like that. But my guy is a football consigliere. This is what he does. You can tell the way he talks about it. He really knows his stuff. This is the third show we've done this season. We're gonna keep it going. Some NFL, some college football as well, man. This is my guy. Football is what he does. He's a professional bettor. Like this is what we do for a living. You see what I'm saying? We don't. This is what we do, man. We're trying to smack the bookies up for a living. So if you guys appreciate the info, if y'all appreciate us giving out the free picks, the free information, because it's not just picks, it's information as well that you could take for the long run. You see what I'm saying? You could teach a man how to. You can give a man fish, or you can teach him how to fish, and we're teaching y'all how to fish. You see what I'm saying? So if you can hit that like button one time for the one time, man. Go follow my guy on Twitter /X at 5 Star in Vegas. You got to spell the 5 out. You see what I'm saying? Don't put the number because you can't find him, but go check him out right now. He has his own show as well. You can catch us right here every Thursday, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button one time for the one time. Hope y'all get some cash tonight, and we out, my guys.